Maggie. Say hi, Maggie.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We are live streaming right now to the CC's YouTube
Yep.
channel, and this will be going out to Kevin's. Kevin's going to upload this to his own channel in a little bit. Yeah, so I'm Maggie Geppert, JedZDax8 on the boards, and I will. What's up, everybody? That's sometimes it'll come up with the volume on, and sometimes it'll not have the volume on.
So already we're off to a rousing start, technically. That's all right. You should have seen the gigantic cluster that was Neil and I trying to set up this morning. Lackey basically would not load my deck, would not load Neil's deck. Then it finally loaded my deck, and it decided to wipe out 6 cards out of it. And then every time I tried to save it, it wouldn't save it. And then I figured out the problem. And then I had several cards in my deck where it tried to basically say that this card that I had in the deck was actually like a random Cardassian person. And then I ended up finding out that if you actually go into the deck editor and you type in, you can do this right now, type in Space Door. And if you look at Space Door VP, it lists day call. So, and then Space Door VP without the front back or whatever, it's con. So shout out to, who's ever in charge of that. They need to fix that. So anyway. So we lost like half hour, 40 minutes just trying to get set up where our decks would load and load correctly. So this is going well.
Well, we haven't gotten the whole your plugins are incompatible thing, so that's good.
Yeah.
Mostly because I remembered to go and take any playtest files I might have out, which is usually the reason that my plugin is incompatible with other people's plugins.
Oh, sure. Because you got all the hidden fun stuff going, and then you have to like rip that out every time you want to do something real.
Exactly. And someday I'll be sensible and install Lackey on my computer twice and have a playtest version and a non-playtest version. So, but I'm not that sensible. I don't even remember like how I managed to get Lackey installed on this computer in the first place. I think that I sort of remember lots of problems with the security system going, what are you doing with this program? Are you sure you really, really want to put this on? And then I just installed it on the desktop and it was fine.
I gave Neil the heads up. I gave Neil the heads up that one of the solutions I ended up finding, because my brother-in-law is a computer tech guy. He's a supervisor at the medical provider that we both work for, and I was just talking to him over family lunch on a Sunday about how I got this program. I try to do stuff on it. It's terrible. It's a garbage-free program that was made like a decade ago, and they only updated it, and the last update was like 2014, and all this stuff. I gave him all my bitches and complaints about it, and he goes like, "Well, I probably can solve most of those problems just by instead of opening the program up normally, he's like, just click on it, right click on it, and then tell your computer to run as administrator, and then that will probably solve a lot of your problems with it, because a lot of those free programs, they have some weird thing about them where if you're the administrator, it like loosens up some of its logic protocols or whatever. And so he's like, just run it as administrator every time, and a lot of that will probably go away. And so I started doing that, and now I don't have nearly as many problems with Lackey anymore. So that's a helpful hint to everyone who's watching with Lackey. Just when you open it up, and I'll show people here on my side, that when you right click on it, you have the option to run as administrator here. This is what my brother-in-law suggests if you want to solve some of Lackey's particular nastities. So anyway, we should get going, Maggie, because I'm sure people are not here to listen to us wax about technical garbage. They want to watch us play.
No, so I'll go ahead and roll.
Just a second.
Ooh, I roll a 1.
Oh boy, looks like I get to go first.
All right, cool.
So let's just go ahead and drop a Q-Stent. Original.
Yep. Same here.
Nice. And then I'm out of doorways.
I have an AU door.
Okay.
And Squire's rules.
Oh, there we go. We get to have more fun with the randomness. Well, at least now I know my deck is not going to have to worry about scout encounter nonsense or V'ger blowing me up at random. So that's good to know. That's why, honestly, that's why I like the Squares rule so much. I feel like it's got power to it, but it also has some pretty like significant drawbacks, and I feel like this card really balances out. I whoever designed it, you know, you have the tip of my cap. I feel like Squares Rules is a very well designed card. So
I believe that would be Kazon Pad, Patty Ty.
oh, Patty, okay, cool.
I believe that the genesis of the idea was he, as I understand the story, he was basically doing the Squires Rules when he would demo decks to new players.
Oh, sure.
And he would just shuffle them up and put the dilemmas on, tell people to shuffle, you know, he'd do all dual dilemmas and then shuffle them up and put them under the different missions and just say, you know, to get rid of that overhead when you're.
Well, and not only that, but let's be honest, most of the dual dilemmas are not overly powerful. That's why they're dual. They lose power in order to go anywhere. So, yeah. All right, so let's do some missions here.
Yep.
Study Proto Nebula.
Alrighty, so then I will study a commentary cloud.
Interesting, interesting. So my first thought is like TNG Romulans or non-aligned something like androids. Liberation. So I'm just going to give away the ghost right now. I'm just going to give it away.
Oh, is this a Kazon carrier fleet deck?
No, I'm not being mean. Like, again, Maggie, as I've said about every single one of these videos, and when I told people this is what I wanted to do, I made it very clear. None of my decks that I'm playing here are going to be like heavy meta MPEs. They're all going to be like, if I'm playing something powerful, it's got a twist on it, and it's not going to be overly nasty, you know. Oh, there we go. You just gave it away too. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there it is. We're just going to give it away right away. Boom. Yeah. Answer to stress signal. Bang, right there.
Holograms.
Well, that's interesting. That is very interesting.
It's a mission that androids have a fantastic skill matrix for.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, officer security doesn't get much better than that. Investigate quantum singularity. Let's just go big or go home right now, huh? Well, this is equally distant, so the question becomes, how do I want to do this? Let's go this way with it. Planetary devastation. Whew. Interesting. Assist cooperative. We're just going to put that over here.
Now I'm like, all right, so I'm thinking Delta Feds or like Equinox.
Yeah.
Something.
There's the other one.
Yep.
And it looks like we're both just going to play in our own little sandboxes right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to end with Big Daddy Restore Victims.
Oh wow! Now I wish I had. Now I wish I'd pulled my Herogen Obsession deck. It would have been the first time I would have had like a nice big long space line for those self-controlling dilemmas to wander around.
Police trade route.
Yeah, I know. Cheeky 40-point stealable mission, but I figure that one's tough enough. not a lot of people are going to try it. Although there's, if you're playing Klingon, yeah, all day. Yeah, I was I was one of the last tournaments I played in last year online. I was playing a Hirogen Obsession deck because I noticed, at least I looked when I was looking through the deck builder, nobody had ever played one in a tournament. At least not that they had not that they had linked to a particular tournament. And I was like, I wonder how this is gonna play, because there's the Hirogen Hunt coordinated effort, and that kind of works with that. And it was
so I don't have a, let's just go ahead and do some dilemmas here.
Yep. So since I've got the Squire's rules, for those of you who are watching and may not have seen this before, I have moved all of my dilemmas. The Squire's rules says all your dilemmas have to be space planet. And so I moved all of mine to the ref pile. I flipped them all over. I shuffled them. So I can't see them right now. And I'm just going to lay them out one at a time. I'm going to do
for the people at home who are watching my stream or who are going to watch my video, anybody watching the live stream can't see this, but on my screen for people watching the video, they're seeing me hover over what my deck is about. So, and
I'm deliberately trying not to look at my what I'm putting down each place.
Sure. The game really against matter. Chris, when I played Squire's rules against Chris on the stream, anybody who's watched that video, like after I would put it down, I would end up accidentally seeing what it was, and so I would know. But realistically, it didn't really matter because, I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know when he was gonna do it. And of course, like it didn't change like the fact that that's where it is now. So I didn't really feel like it affected the game at all, even if I did inadvertently see it.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Yeah, and I, as much as I'd love to go over and like gawk at all the dilemmas and steal those beautiful 50-point missions over here, I ain't got no way to get to the Delta Quadrant.
Right. And that's one of the nice things right now about just kind of how like the meta has been shaking out a little bit here. I mean, obviously COVID winters changed a lot of things. But the reality of the situation is that COVID winters made it so we don't really know exactly what's like going to be a big deal this year, because sets have come out since some major tournaments, and so it'll be interesting to just kind of see what happens. I kind of have my ideas about it, but we'll just kind of have to see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. A lot of people. It's hard. It is hard to say, because I mean that for a quick minute after the cage came out, it felt like everybody was playing TOS Feds.
Yep.
All the super speed solvers, and that was the fresh new toy, but those have sort of faded away. But who's gonna come out playing what for?
Well, the important thing to keep in mind is that since the last time we actually had a legit championship season, TOS Feds, all the TOS stuff got the nerf bat, because these are the voyages, whatever, got toned down to where it should have been originally.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore that alone radically shakes everything up, because otherwise, yes, I'd be like, well, TOS would still be the best, but not anymore. Not now that they can't just like pull a whole bunch of random dudes from outside of TOS to abuse them. That whole thing kind of went sideways there for a bit. So I don't think that TOS anything is necessarily top of the food chain. We are kind of back to, I think, a very healthy, like a lot of things can win right now, and it's going to be more about how people design it and how people play it, that's how any game should be when it's very healthy. So, All right. Well, I think I got my dilemma set up for maximum effect. I don't have any self seeds. Do you have any self seeds?
I do not have any cell seeds, no.
All right, we'll move on. I got a hidden agenda. You're up, Maggie.
Yep, sorry. I'm gonna put I have a repurposed outpost.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put that at XO3.
All right. I mean, you know, I like when someone can use a card that like hardly anyone uses. That's always fun. All right, another hidden agenda.
I will go ahead and play a Preserver Obelisk.
Nice.
And then I have to remember. All right, they're going to XO3.
I'm curious to see that whether or not you're playing this as straight TOS, if you're doing like all property androids.
You will see in a second. So my it's been so long now, I gotta remember who they were, and I believe it's did I put them in the keys tent? No. I believe it was
Yep, that makes sense.
it was Dr. Roger Corby and Dr. Brown, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so they both say XO3.
Yep. I mean, other valid targets might be Norman.
No, Norman was from Mud's Planet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he's over here. Over here. Mud's Planet's right over here.
I know. I couldn't say it. Could be, but yes, it that could be Rook.
Yep.
If I wanted that, but could be Andrea. But I believe those two are the right one, because I need we'll see. Need a cybernetic.
Oh, you need the cybernetics most likely. So yeah, like Roger Corby seems like the best, like your logical choice. It's just that Dr. Brown's one that's surprising me a little bit, but not terribly.
Well, you'll see why in a second why he would be useful. Okay, sure. So there's my Preserver Obelisk.
Okay, I have assigned support personnel.
I have a duck blind that is going to go on XO3. So
there you go. The anthropology, of course.
Yes.
Dr. Brown's anthropology. Yep.
So.
Okay. I have the Delta Quadrant counterpart, Ancestral Vision, that will go on Liberation.
I will do some hardworking happy androids.
I got to read this one again. Where is this one going on to XO3 as well?
It's also going on XO3 as well.
Okay. Your androids, Kravik warships, Prelude warships may report here. While you have no more than one non-android person on play, once each turn you may conduct upgrades. Place one android from hand to draw 2 cards. One android droid may report to your cybernetics personnel, and then once per game you may download Lord Spherenet. Sounds good. So right now you're only Roger Corby would be your only non-whatever.
No, he's an android.
Is Roger Corby an android?
Yeah.
Oh, in this android body. Oh, funny. I totally forgot about that. Okay, never mind then. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give it away. Give it away now, Vidian.
Oh, nice.
And then I will special download Vidian's Sodality.
All right. I will play a cybernetics expertise.
Very good, very good. We're going to assign mission specialists for Ayala and Angelo Tassoni.
Alrighty. I will Tribunal of Q.
Very good. Caretaker's Array. So I'll do what you do, and I'll just put these down here, and then since they're like directly underneath Liberation, it makes it easy to understand that that's where they are.
Yep. So I got a hidden agenda.
Okay. Equinox, seated docked. In non-aligned mode, of course. Actually, you know what? Let's put it. Let's have it be undocked in non-aligned mode.
Okay. Another hidden agenda.
Home away from home on the Equinox.
And one last hidden agenda.
Hollow program Cafe DRT sta on again the Equinox.
Nice.
All right, shuffle up the deck. Drawing 7. And since you have your tribunal,
yep,
go right on ahead.
Yep, I will do that. Since it's the beginning of the first turn and it's not my turn.
Yep.
We'll download a Q the ref with my tribunal of Q. Yeah, one of the interesting things that I found about this deck is there's not that many special downloads on any of the Androids. So I didn't need a Civil War. I could put ref cards just straight in the 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. And then, of course, that frees you up to potentially micro team space, which, you know, it's a big deal.
All right, then.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and start with a medical free play, the DN.
Okay.
Home away from home free play of Icheb. We will card play Motura to the outpost. We will switch the Equinox to Fed mode. We will discard assigned support personnel. Go get the happy couple.
Who are going to make out on the Equinox?
Yes, they are. Of course they're going to make out on the Equinox. Why wouldn't you? It's like the sexiest place in the galaxy. Motura's going to beam down. All right, so crew, okay, so crew 1 is the outpost. Let's see here, yellow token +1. The Equinox will be crew number 2. And then that's where Icheb and Worf's parents are going to go. Field 2. They're going to stop to draw me a card. That's pretty good. See here, I don't have anything else. And of course, I did put the honor integrity greater than 7% on the planet. So I will just go ahead and draw 2 cards to end the turn. Go ahead.
All right, so I have cybernetics out, so I can
Yep.
So I can go ahead and use the cybernetics expertise. So they report for free. So they're on. I forget if Preserver Obelisk puts them on the planet or they're on the outpost.
Oh, it just downloads them, which is very important. So they had to go to the outpost.
Correct.
Yep. They had to go to the outpost because Preserver Obelisk is not like AMS. It doesn't provide a location to go to. It just says you download them. So they have to have someplace to go.
Yeah, that's why Preserver Obelisk is in the facility phase and not in the doorway phase.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so I will go ahead and play Alice for free for cybernetics expertise.
Okay.
I will play a soon type android.
Okay.
We'll choose female.
All right, so give it the old note.
And I generally find engineer. No, I have plenty of engineers. Security, I believe.
All right. All right.
And then
FYI, you can right click on the soon type Android, go down to edit note.
yes, that's what I usually do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Now it showed up for me. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. Something happened and it didn't take the first time I did that.
Okay, sounds good.
The weird problem with Lackey, I don't know if you've noticed this before, is if you pull a card from the table into a tab that you don't have open right now, the note disappears.
Oh, that's garbage.
Yeah. All right. So a couple things I'm going to remember to do right now, because this will be useful later. I am going to download Laura's fingernail.
Okay.
So download Laura's fingernail. All of my androids and exocomps lose their affiliation and are not aligned, so they can now mix and work with the other ones from Cybernetic Relics. I will also, while I'm in here, flip my Defend Homeworld, do my Defend Homeworld download.
Kirk Android, interesting.
Second anthropology for my duckblind, man.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
All right, and then
so that goes away.
Yep, that does go away. I will also flip my a different hidden agenda.
Okay. Oh, Corpse Rods, of course.
Which can go to hand.
Yep.
So it does not trip the general quarters rule.
Yep.
So data.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to use Motura's download of Duress.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Speaking of general quarters rule.
Speaking of the general quarters rule.
So he will go to hand. And then then shuffle. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and conduct upgrades with my hardworking happy androids.
Sure.
So place one android from hand underneath the deck to draw 2 cards. One android draw may report to your cybernetics personnel. So I have an extra Dr. Roger Corby who will go beneath the deck. And I will draw 2. Hey, and I got another Alice out.
Nice.
And so we will, so I will remember to open that tab to pull the Zoom type in. Alice, Corby. So they're going to walk into the outpost, or they're going to be in the outpost. And the other 2 guys are going to beam down to the planet.
Yep.
To run the duck blind.
Yep. And they're going to examine their own culture. Got it.
Yep. Yep. All right. Over to you.
All righty. I'm going to start off by playing the power. Which of these 3 ugly gentlemen do I not get?
You don't get Sorum because lower decks.
All right. Sounds good. That is a fair reasoning. Okay. Lon Suitor for free with Home Away from Home. Dinara Pell's free Vidian Medical. Paxum is free over here. Card play Sethis, since he's not a medical. We're gonna holodeck door and go get something. Let's look through my deck first. Pretty sure that's a target. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just that. It's just like, do I want that or do I want? Oh man, come on, Mikey, knock it off with that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna get it from the deck. I'm just gonna go El Presidente. From the Q's tent. All right, so. All right, so Dareth is gonna get an organ theft. Talari is gonna get a Vidian Harvester. Oh, I have not gotten exactly who I'm looking for quite yet, or what I'm looking for quite yet. But I will stop the happy couple to draw a card. Nope, I already played that this turn, so I can't do it again. Let's. Yeah, let's just fly the Equinox over to here for right now. And then I'm going to wait one more turn before I do anything too crazy. So I am just going to go ahead and draw 2 then and end my turn.
Okay. All right, so I will free play Rook for Cybernetics Expertise. My card play. I'll go ahead and be Harry Mudd.
Alrighty.
And then I will process droid.
Process droid. I like that. I like that, Maggie. That sounds good. That's a thing. If it's not already a thing,
I think I have to credit that to Brian Sykes, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, if it isn't a thing, it's now a thing. So
yeah. So I'm gonna process droid. Send to bottom. Check. 2. That was unhelpful. All right. I'm not ready to go anywhere yet, so we'll go ahead and draw 2 for the duck line, and okay. It's your turn.
A 9-card hand. That's pretty good. We'll start off with another the power. All right, which of these 3 do I not get?
Oh.
They're all pretty good.
They are all pretty good. I'm sitting here going, like, there's part of me that says Chuckles on principle because I hate him in 2nd edition. He's too good in 2nd edition.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, Phaeton's a nice solid guy, but Dauntless has got that quantum slipstream drive, which you can come over and harvest my organs, I think.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the Dauntless.
All right. Dauntless goes away. I get these fine gentlemen.
But that does bring up an interesting question. So I tend to on the power, I tend to feel like the risk benefits best at the middle one where you draw two and I draw two and I get to pick one. But so I find it interesting that you've gone like, all right, I'll draw three and the opponent's choice discard is fine by me.
So the person who got me on that in the modern era, like the post, like, you know, like back in the day in the Hexany, you did do the middle one because you wanted to kind of craft your hand or whatever, and you didn't want to take the risk. In the modern era, the person who turned me on to the third is John Carter. Back in the day, you know, some years ago when he lived down in Omaha or Sioux City. I forget. I think it was Omaha. You know, me and Mark and a couple of the local guys, we'd drive down and stuff, and he would play all property Romulans with that, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna always take the +1 draw. I'm gonna take the +1 on this." You know, because like whatever it is that they get rid of was obviously probably so bad for them that, you know what, I'm okay with not getting it because I'm still to the positive no matter what. And then of course this is not going to be any secret. If you're doing that, then you're playing with isomag. So losing it now doesn't mean you're never going to get it. So so let's go ahead and let's go free Vidian medical. And this really blows, but I will just play Chuckles. Chuckles will play to the ship. And then orders phase, we're going to download one from the Q's tent onto the ship from the mission. Right. So that's the crew 2 group. We will look at my hand and think about some things. I think it's time. I think it's time we get moving here. I'm not too worried about that card draw anymore. So this is what we're gonna do, Maggie. We're gonna fly 3 to here. We're going to beam Motura up to the outpost, beam Sergei and Helena to the planet, put Motura onto the and then put crew 1 onto the ship, and then we will fly all the way over to restore victims, and we're gonna have him stay behind because it's a hologram, of course. And we're gonna have, I don't gotta worry about that, do I? Because that's a planet element. So never mind. I don't have to worry about that. And we're just gonna have everybody else attempt to restore victims because, you know, you either randomly got the dead end here or you don't, and I don't want to beat the dead end later. So let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, the first one now I'm quite sad because Lore's not here out yet.
Oh, okay. So this is supposed to be the. Okay, because I'm showing Jerax. Is this supposed to be?
No, it's supposed to be a crystalline entity.
This is what I'm talking about. If you put in the VP, if you put in a VP version, this is what it does. It gives you random Cardassian Daryl.
Yeah. No, it's not the VP.
No, what it shows, it says the log crystalline entities face up. So I know that that's what you're supposed to be playing.
Huh.
But yeah, okay. So here, let me. I got to go to the deck editor and actually look at what's on this stupid thing again.
Well,
if
you go down to the log and mouse over crystalline entity,
yep,
it'll show you the card, unless it's showing you a random Cardassian in the med.
Yeah. Anyway, science and medical is obviously incredibly easy because my boy Talari's got that in spades. So
right. But we do stop somebody first for the Squire's rolls.
Oh, sure, naturally. All right. Okay, so crew 2. Reveal to others, none and shuffle. Go ahead and pull a card out.
All right.
Oh, Dinara, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then of course I've got my boy Talari.
Mm-hmm.
He covers it, and even if you had doubled it,
yeah, I mean it's Vidian.
Science and medical is the thing that I've got a bajillion of in playing Vidians.
Yep.
All right, next one.
Oh, yeah, just put that in your removed. No. All right, next one. Experience B.
All right, so we stop somebody, and then the attempt ends.
Yep.
So we got to stop somebody first.
Yep.
And then, to be perfectly honest, I'm just going to leave everyone on the planet because I've used all my range. So
Dareth.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who you stop because I'm not going to do anything else. Because I can't go any. Well, I mean, I suppose I could attempt liberation, couldn't I? But you have the cue the referee up, so you undoubtedly burn it. Yeah, you undoubtedly burn it and go get villagers on me. So that doesn't feel like a smart play. So yeah, I'm gonna just be fine with taking my Beige medicine right now. And yeah, I'll just end my turn by drawing a single card.
Yeah, and for those who are, those who are playing with Squire's rules, I have personally experienced where in an earlier iteration of this deck, I had Dead End and Beige, and I'm like, what's the, what are the odds? What are the odds I'm going to get them both under the same? No, I think at least 2 games where that happened.
No, it's totally worth playing them both because the statistical probability that you would have Beige come after a Dead End at the same mission is very low. So, all right. Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. So I will free play Babs. And for my card play, I will play Lower Decks. And then I will process droid with another rook who I drew with the last process droid.
Oh, nice.
Which made me sad. And then
because then you don't get it for free.
Yeah, whatever. Then a non-personnel.
Yeah.
All right, so that will send you bottom of deck.
Oh, so you got the Lower Decks from who or how?
Oh, I played it like as an.
Oh, that was your card play. Okay.
As an actual legit card play.
Oh wow, that's kind of sad.
Well, nobody downloads it in this deck. But I did get a Prelor unit.
Yeah, I got a weird like ticking clock icon, so I just saved the game real fast. But then it didn't crash, so we're good.
Yeah, right. I've noticed, and so let's see. When I've noticed now in the past when I've played people on Skype, I know when something bad is going to happen on Lackey because usually somebody's Skype chirps as like their network is unstable, and I'm like, I hear it going whoop 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 whoop, and I'm like, all right, save.
Yep.
All right, so let's pull these folks back. Let's see who I've got here now.
Sure.
All righty. Alrighty, so I'm gonna beam some folks up, gonna beam my duck blind guys up to the outpost. And we'll send everybody to try to study, beam down crew 1 to try to study some cybernetic relics.
Okay. crew 1. All right. Well, the first thing we're gonna find out is whether or not you brought enough androids with.
All right, strength greater than 70, so lower dex is in play.
Yep. I mean, I see you got like 8 people in that crew, so
Yeah,
chances are you have it.
Yeah, I did bring Brooke, so he's 16.
Yep.
Plus 8 is 24.
Yep.
Plus 12 is 36.
Yep.
Plus 12 is 48.
Oh yeah.
Plus 12 is 60.
Yep.
Plus 11 is 71.
There you go.
And I still got 2 more people.
Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. The Shellyak are going to put you on a clock.
Oh. Oh, wait, we got fun.
Yep. And then entertaining display.
Okay.
I'm going to download Osset, and I'm going to download Mila, and then Mila's going to put the umbrella up.
All right.
And then the last dilemma is going to be the put this mission on a timeout because I'm going to flip mission debriefing.
Okay.
So all your people are stopped. This is on the mission. Mila's put up the umbrella.
Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. Yeah, because I'm like, well, there goes that.
Yep.
Because is it gonna fly? Oh.
End of your turn, it flies to intercept dignitary. My turn, it flies to the mission. And at the end of your turn, it reaches it.
No, it so starts it's at police trade route, right?
Yep.
Okay. So first turn, it goes to intercept dignitary. Next turn, it goes to study commentary cloud. It doesn't stop. It flies by.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, well, anyway.
I had a very long I've had a very long argument about Ensign Q with this. I am well versed with the way the new Shellyak works.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm just screwing around. So, like, the fact that you just randomly have like a whole bunch of 3s is the reason why this isn't working. But whatever.
All right. Well, that makes a little happier then. So we're stopped. I will go ahead.
Here's the thing, though. We have to check this because I don't think that self-controlling ships fly by. I think that they go to a mission, check their span, go to a mission, check their span.
Right. But
because flying by is something that a player chooses to do. And since self-controlled ships are not done by a player, they would have to check their range every single time. And then
they use the full extent of their range every time that they fly.
Well, that's the question I'm having my question is yeah, we'll have to get confirmation on this. I don't know that. Yeah, but anyway, we'll figure this out in a moment.
Yeah. All right, self-controlling cards. When a self-controlling card moves, it moves its full available range toward the far end of the space line. Exact ties are settled by the owner. A self card requires 1 range to move off the space line and leave play. I think that pretty much says it there. So it's when it moves at the end of my turn, it's going to end up at intercept dignitary. When it moves at the end of your turn, it's going to end up at study commentary cloud. The old Shellyak said it targeted the mission and it would stop at that mission.
That's a good point. If that's the case, I screwed up which combo goes where, but whatever.
All right, so anywho, I'm all stopped. I might as well walk my duck blind guys back out onto the planet. Oh no, wait, I can't. Cannot. It can't beam down because of the transport inhibitor.
Yeah, keep in mind, even though the picture looks like it's on a planet, this is not on a planet. It's in space.
Oh, the equipment is in space?
Well, and so here's the thing.
Oh no, you mean the outpost is in space? Yes.
Yes, you cannot walk people out of this outpost or onto it. Outposts are in space unless they say otherwise.
Exactly. And yes, I was partially I know that, but my brain saw the picture and it's like, oh, it's a station. You can walk out. No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
My current deck that I'm playing uses a station in my release event. So I was thinking of that. Anyway, so these guys are up on the outpost. I will draw one card to end my turn. There they go.
All right. Yeah. See, here's the thing. Like, if that's the case, then they really need to reword Shellyak again, because otherwise there's no point to this. There's like literally no point to it.
I've never had a problem with so I had it in that obsession deck that I was talking about before, and
Sure.
I never had a problem where because I was aware of how this worked, and I could always find a place to put it, find a planet to put it where it would land on the planet at the end of a turn.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, this combo should be over here, obviously, because then it would work. Because it'd be like move 6 to here, move 6 to here, land on provided purpose. So
right.
I have simply backwards those two combos then, because I totally spaced it out that, yes, it has to use this full range instead of like checking for its target. My brain is still very much original wording in my brain, like, okay, it's going to go at the mission. As long as it can reach the mission, it stops there.
No, not with the new self, not with the way the self rules work.
Which again, there's no point. That's a failure of both gameplay and Trek sense. So if that's the case, this needs an errata. Like, this needs an emergency errata then to like actually have a target and then go after it. Otherwise, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, yeah. Anyway. Medical for free. Sukansa ship is the card play. We're going to flip defend homeworld. We'll go get pink.
Quark's rods went to the discard pile a long time ago.
What did?
Oh, my Quark's rods went to the discard pile a long time ago.
Sure. All right. For the Equinox, we're just simply going to beam up Angelo to Sony because he's an Equinox dude to give it full range. We're going to have the Equinox fly to here. We're going to have these guys are going to be on the outpost. Then Sergey and Helena are going to beam up. And these guys are going to beam down to the planet. So these are the guys on the planet.
Okay.
Sergey and Helena are going to make out to draw a card. Then we're going to have these three dudes attempt liberation.
Okay.
So someone stops first.
Yep.
So this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do a random roll. Sonaran 1-2, Pank 3-4, Angelo to Sony 5-6.
Okay.
Okay, Sonaran dies.
Well, he stopped, so he stopped, not dead.
Oh, sorry, stopped. Yeah, sorry, stopped. And then friendly fire is simply going to trigger because I don't have it.
Yep.
So then we'll just do another random roll here of odds and evens. Pank odd. Yeah, Pank will be odd. Oh, it's going to be Angelo to Sony. That goes on the mission with a counter. That gets rid of experience Beige.
I love the wording on experience beige because it's may. So like when I encountered dilemmas over here, I could have said, oh yeah, I can totally, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I literally had that conversation with Neil this morning in the recording I had this morning, and his argument was the exact same. He's like, I may, but I'm like, yeah, but you know, yeah, I can see what they're saying, and I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna belabor it because I think that's another situation where they wrote the card wrong because the whole point of nullifying dilemma, it needs to be the may should be the person who it's affecting. The person who it's affecting should have to go to say, you've encountered a dilemma, I'm choosing to nullify this. So, but I'm not going to belabor that point now because it doesn't matter. And then we're going to have the whole group that's still back on Talax is going to reattempt restore victims.
Okay. All right, so we flips. So we stop someone.
Okay. Okay, stop Sethis. And then I'm going to lose 11 points. So that's one hell of a random chance.
I swear to you, I put everything down randomly.
No, I know. I don't doubt it. All right. Let's see if I have it though. I didn't even bother looking. I was just trying to clear junk out of the way. I think I still have it. No, I don't. Nope, I'm short the transporter skill, looks like. I think, let me just double check. Yeah, I'm still short a transporter skill. But I have everything else. I think 2 science and 3 physics. Yeah. Literally, it's. Do I have a 3rd physics? Yes, I do. Yeah, I have everything else. I just not the 2nd transporter skill yet. I was just trying to clear garbage out of the way. I don't even have. Yeah, that's where it is. That's why I don't have it yet. Okay. So these guys are on this planet. I stopped for mission debriefing failure. And that counts down, and I'm going to draw to end the turn.
All right. I'm going to play Prelor Warship.
Okay.
And I will replay.
And we're going to play, I suppose we'll play the Shellyak the way that you say it is, because why not? I guess that's just how it is.
Actually, I cannot free play anyone because my cybernetics is down on the planet and it's got to be present. But to report to the cybernetics, they have to have cybernetics by 2. So I have no free plays this turn because Corby's down on the planet. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Curiosity. I guess we will initiate personnel battle against your Cardassians.
Okay. I'm going to special download Dig with Offset.
Okay.
Place any one card from my discard pile beneath my draw deck. Then I may draw then draw a card, or discard the top card of my deck to place any card from my discard pile at the top of the deck, or discard a card from hand to take any one card from my discard pile into hand. I will discard a card from hand, a crappy holodeck door that I no longer care about. And I am going to put Angelo to Sony back into my hand.
Mission specialists are always all right.
Yeah. Feel like I'm going to need that mission specialist navigation here at some point. So the dig. Where did I put the dig? Yep, the dig is now in the discard pile. So is the holodeck door. And yeah, let's go ahead and battle. And they're both just going to die. We all know it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point.
Yep.
But they are stopped from the battle.
Yes, they are stopped from the battle.
See, that was the whole idea. The whole idea was that the Shellyak was supposed to land on top of it on your turn, or I was supposed to land on top of it, and then on my turn, and then no matter what you did, you was like, oh, battle me to clear it, but then they're stopped, or they can't go anywhere, and they just blow up. I seriously disagree with how this is. Like, yeah, it needs to be in the dilemma resolution guide that it makes a target. Otherwise, there's no point to it. It literally has no point to it.
Well, like I said, you can. I've never had a problem choosing a planet. And that tournament I played in, it was the Masters event. I think we went for 5 rounds. I never had a problem picking a place where it couldn't land.
Yeah, right. But see, that's just it though. Like, I shouldn't. But the thing is,
you just want
to aware is that there's a lot of things that can change the space line, though. You can stick things into the space line to change the span, and that totally messes it up. But granted, I could put those things into this deck to also make that happen. But I feel like this card should just have a target. It should take that out of the equation. Because again, if we're talking, if all the conversation right now has been so much about what are the things we can do to prevent MPEs on new players, well, this is one of them. I'm an experienced player, and I'm having an MPE over the Shellyak not doing the basic thing that it's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right. So then I'm going to process droid.
Okay.
All right. So another Prelor unit. And I've got, yeah, I will go ahead and allow Andrea to report to Corby, who's on the planet. Does that count if he's stopped?
What?
Oh, because my brain's in TUI mode right now. It's like, all right, he does. In second edition, where they say, when personnel are stopped, all they're
literally blank slates except for their name.
Right. Is that the same in first edition or no?
No, first edition has a very specific list of things they can't do while stopped. And if you're just referring to the cybernetics on them to do something else on a different card, I think you can do it.
All right, that's cool. All right, so I have one unstopped personnel here on the planet, and everybody else is stopped. Yep. Then I will go ahead and draw a card to end my turn.
Shellyak, leave the space line.
Mm-hmm.
Which is total garbage. The friendly fire counts down.
Yep.
That's going to matter because I may have to do this mission now. All right, my turn. My boy Sulan for free, Angelo to Sony for free, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do second function handshake. I'm gonna pitch these 3 and draw 7. Yeah, that's pretty good. Kess for free to her planet. Neelix for free to his planet. The power. All right. What did these three amazing people do I not get?
Oh, well, 7.
So much hatred. And then, of course, another Paxum for free to his planet. All right. Now I got some maneuvering I got to do here with a whole bunch of rando people. So Sulan just has to go over to the other mission to complete it. We're gonna beam up Penk and Sonar in here just to like make things simpler. Same with Kess. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have just. Does that have a holodeck? No, it doesn't. It does not have a holodeck. But I don't really want to send 3 people over here. Oh my gosh. And if I do it that way, then that creates the problem of the. It does create the problem. Do I care about that next turn? I mean, do I really care about that next turn? Because I'm gonna like, do I care about that draw? Like at all? Like at all? No, I don't really care about that draw. So. All right, so Equinox flies over to here with these 2 guys. Has to be him as well, I guess. Well, then then I don't really want to send him. I just want the doctor. I just need to have staffing to move the Equinox. Oh wait, then I don't have I do have to send him because otherwise it doesn't have the range. So, okay, that's fine. Fly over, double check to make sure I have everything. Let's see here. Physics, copying physics. Physics, transporter skill 1, transporter skill 2, science. Where's the other science at? Where are you at, dude? Saw you a moment ago. There it is. All right. Everyone else beams up. These guys will just attempt and solve.
Yep.
And they will stop from mission debriefing.
These Delta Quadrant missions are just sick. It's like, oh yeah, sure.
Yep.
You get 55-point missions, and this requires no attributes. It's just skills. It's a lot of skills.
That is a lot of skills, though. That's a lot of skills. Physics times 3 is very hard to come up with, by the way. I mean, it took me all the way to this point just to come up with the 2 transporter skills. So, yep. All right. And just to kill some time, let's have these three fly over to investigate quantum singularity, and they will attempt investigate quantum singularity.
Okay. All right, and then we'll flip it.
We'll stop somebody and then they won't have it. Very good. All right, now at least I know what I have to have over there. All right, so they're on the planet. This is up in space with those people. Let's make the Sukhansa crew. It's got to be crew 3. We'll go ahead and special download with Pank now. We'll go get Hadger. And then end of turn, I suppose we'll just go ahead and draw one.
Okay. All right, so your entertaining display goes away.
Yeah, not that it mattered. There's no one there.
Okay, so I will card play Norman, who has cybernetics, and then I will replay Data.
Okay.
Now to Norman, who has cybernetics.
Yep.
And I will go ahead and process droid.
Yep.
And I guess I'll grab another Prelor unit. So, okay, so the transport inhibitor is discarded because it's unattended. So you may.
And you're choosing to do it.
I am choosing to discard it.
Okay, because it's not automatic. You have to choose to do that.
Yes.
All right.
I don't have enough engineers just on the ships, on my outpost naturally to take the scow elsewhere. By the way, it occurs to me we never did do the first part of that, the female woman. So if you would like to, barring Andrea, because she wasn't there,
yep.
I will pull my females who were on the crew.
Yep, that's your female security one. Yep.
Yeah, the to preserve the note.
Yep, sure.
Move it out onto the table and back in.
Yep.
So go ahead and pull one of my females from crew 3, and it looks like the Study Planetary Devastation is my farthest planet.
Is it? 7 versus 6, I suppose, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So Alice goes away.
Alice goes away. Okay, so let's see. Send to top of crew 1. Let's see if that works. Does that preserve? Ooh, good. That preserves the note. Okay, and then these people are. So we will beam up. All right, Data's an engine nerd. I will beam up. I will beam up Andrea, who's another engine nerd. There's a Prelor on the warship. The warship's got a tractor beam. So we will drag the scow, staff the ship, drag the scow here.
Yep.
And since we are going back home doesn't do us any good. this crew over here and pick up Alice.
Okay.
Oh, that was dumb. Did the dumb thing. Oh well. Okay, so now in my crew one finally cleared out.
Yeah.
I have cybernetics plus rook.
Yep.
So we complete, and they both have XO3 in the planet name, so that should be 40 points.
And everyone who's involved stopped.
Yes. Oh, so they're still there. Oh. Where did I take them? I do stuff and things. Leadership code. Hmm. We won't. We won't attempt. Okay, so I've processed droid.
Yep.
And yeah, it's so tempting. There's just the two. But what? But which one of those is the dead end? Question. Yeah, we'll wait off. All right.
All right.
And I believe that let's see. I did a dumb thing and took my duck blind guys with me, so I'll just draw.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Yep.
I will draw one and end the turn.
Okay. Thaden for free, Marla Gilmore for free, and then Olara's the card play. So we're just going to beam everybody up at the Equinox right now. We saved the Talaxians, so we're gonna, and this is gone, by the way.
Yes.
We are going to fly the Equinox back to Liberation, and we're going to figure out who's doing what. All right. All right, so the Alara is now crew. Let's have the Alara be crew one now. And then Outpost can just be crew, whatever. I don't give a crap. No one's really staying on that outpost for very long anymore. So I'm gonna need 2 medical and basically 4 science to guarantee that I pass it. I got plenty of that already. Two signs. Send him for obvious reasons. Send him. Good gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think I have enough science to guarantee I can get through that garbage. I don't think I do. I don't think I have enough science to guarantee I can get through it. Just double checking some stuff here. Why don't you have science? Good Lord. This is where you're getting rid of 7 of 9 now is annoying me.
Sorry, not sorry?
Sorry, not sorry. Well, if I'd have been able to blow the dig on it first, that'd have been better. But she went away after the dig. That doesn't give it to him. All right, so this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna harvest an organ. We're gonna harvest Ayala's organs. And see if, yeah, we got this guy. We got that guy.
Nice.
Just so we can guarantee we can get through all this nonsense. All right. Let's see, the Equinox has moved, but it has 4 range left, but the Alara hasn't gone anywhere. So the Alara is going to fly over to here. And then we're just going to put all of crew 1 into crew 3. And then all of crew 3 is going to attempt to investigate quantum singularity.
Okay. All of crew 3 investigating quantum singularity.
Yep.
Okay.
So pull someone from crew 3.
Okay. So I will put them into the aside.
All right. Well, I'm glad I got him because you pulled one of the science people. So science, science, and science. Oops. Science.
Med and science. All right.
Next.
All right. Next. Is the weak will perish, which is not as strong as I remember it being from back in the day.
No one. Okay, you're gonna stop someone, and then no one dies.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I think I was misremembering. You know, I didn't realize this had received errata, and I was remembering it being a lot better, and then realizing it's not. All right, so this person gets stopped.
oh, interesting. Okay. Last.
All right.
I have no hand weapons. You gotta stop somebody first, though. So just pull someone over.
So I just did.
Okay. Okay. Well, you
have a
pulled it.
Vidian harvester with you?
I have a Vidian harvester, but not 2 of them. But I don't have 2 of them in the deck, so there's no point even thinking about that. All right. 1 security. No, I do not have enough security. I don't have changeling sweep, shapeshift inhibitor. This might be a hard stop on me for a bit, I think. Let me go back to the other group. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ooh, I think I have it with the totality of everyone, but then you would have to miss on it entirely. Let's see here. 1, 2. Yeah, I have. Yeah, next turn I'm going to have the ability just to like blow that up. So I need to try to solve very quickly right now. Okay, so they're going to stop from not being able to get past that. Crew 2 is going to. Yeah, crew 2 is going to fly over here, and they're going to attempt answer distress signal.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Yep.
All right. So
Okay, we stop somebody at random.
I will put them in crew 1.
Crew 1.
Yep.
Okay. My boy Chakotay. Well, actually, President of Earth has that nailed.
Nice. And then you have 13 people. I'm unconcerned about counting the cunning.
Well, I have 12 people because this is where the bean harvester is. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, stop somebody first. So just go ahead. Oh, let me just do a quick little shuffle. Okay, move someone over to crew 1 again. Okay, and then it's highest integrity or fewest red dots.
All right. So highest integrity.
Highest integrity is going to be Chakotay or Danar Appel. Fewest dots is going to be, looks like, those two guys. So pick one of them.
Okay. Genealogy and 2 honor, or 2 security and 2 treachery. I'm going to have genealogy, 2 security and 2 treachery. Well, of all things, Cephas seems to be the correct move. Yeah.
Cephas?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to keep you from. Well, you've got Geo. Yeah, you've got more than enough honor to get you through, even if I stop Chakotay or Dinara Appel.
Yep. Yep.
His
geology's on Neelix.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's.
So that one goes away.
Yep.
White Rabbit, physics and archaeology.
Yep. So stop someone first. So let me go ahead.
Let me
conceal your
just think about some things here. Okay, you got a 2 in 10 chance of being able to keep me from having this go the way I want it to. So just give me a second.
Sure. Go ahead and shuffle up your crew.
Okay, move them.
All right. Let's see if I get lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Nope.
Nope.
Archaeology and physics is also on Neelix. Sorry, on that guy.
Lawn suitor. Nice.
Yep. Okay. Here's my hologram who's got medical, officer, engineers, Neelix. Burn that for 40.
Nice.
Man, I just blew through that one with just the right group, apparently. And then everyone stops due to my own mission debriefing. Oh my gosh, it was, yeah, Berserk Changeling over there, which means I just got to play. I just got to play that. I just got to play him. These are the 2 things I got to play. So end of turn, I'm just going to draw a card.
Okay.
Well, that makes it even better. That was one heck of a draw. All right. Your go, madam.
All right. I will play a combat vessel, and the only androids in my hand right now are uniques that I already have in play. So to that. Yep. But I will go ahead and process droid. Neither of those cards are androids. Oh. Also, Phi on that. Okay, so we will move over and I'm gonna put. All right, so everybody, we're in the end game here. We'll take the combat vessel. We'll fly to intercept dignitary.
Yep.
And everybody in crew 1 is probably gonna go boom.
Not quite. I am gonna space amoeba you.
All right, fun.
And then I'm gonna spaceborne entity.
Okay.
You're probably gonna solve this, but you are gonna go boom.
Okay.
Spatial rift.
Spatial rift. So go ahead. Pull 2 people out onto the table for the spatial rift.
Yep. They both die because they're both 5s now.
But the Zoom type is +2 because she is she's universal. So
yeah, but it doesn't matter though. Like 7 + 5 is still 12.
All right, so they die.
Yep. And which one was this one? Was this the engineer one?
Yeah, she was an engineer.
I just killed 2 engineers in astrophysics.
All right, let's see.
So do you have 2 more engineers and another astrophysics?
All right, there's engineer. There's an engineer.
Yep.
And there's an astrophysics.
Alrighty. So you're gonna beat this. Officer security 2 navigation.
Yeah, all right, so security.
Yep.
Barbara's got nav. Norman's got officer and nav. So yeah, we get 35 for that.
Then everyone stops.
Attacks all ships matching affiliation. So end of every turn. Attacks all ships matching missions affiliation icons, then moves. Okay, but it's it's not a ship.
It's not a ship.
It's a self-controlling dilemma.
Yes. So its 14 weapons are going to fire on your 5 shields and direct hit you for default damage of blowing you up.
Yep.
So while my 1 combo failed, this one worked.
Yes, that was a raving success.
That's the one that ends up working. Between the 2 of them, I was like, okay, well, this one should definitely work, and this one's gonna be like, she'll probably throw like a few people at it, and I'll lose like, she'll kill like, I'll kill like maybe like 5 people with it, and nope, actually it worked.
Well, but at this stage in the game, I mean, you're gonna have enough people for the Berserk Changeling. It's like, let's go balls to the wall and see what happens. This is not time to be timid when I'm.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
But I have no more.
I still need to solve 2 missions because of the higher the fewer. But and just barely. Like I need literally 1 additional point. It's so dumb because it was 11. Because it was 11. If I get Angelo to Sony through to solve this for 50, know that I'm still 6 points off. But anyway, yeah, it does. It's just one of those things like I got to do 4 missions, and yes, they're big point missions. But yes, I mean, this is why I don't want to hear anything about anyone being like, well, these big Delta Quadrant missions. I'm like, yeah, well, the whole +40 is in the rule book now, so it's totally fair. Every one of these might as well just say 30 points on them. So, anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So the space amoeba moves to here, and the spaceborne entity will also move there. All right. I'm going to free play Marika, and then she's going to download Lancer and Chan.
Yep.
Bang. I'm going to free play Talari to the outpost, and then my card play is going to be Sethis, and I am out of a hand. All right. Buddy boy. Okay. Marla Gilmore is on the Equinox, so it has the full range that I need. So it's just going to simply fly to here, beam these dudes up, make it all the way over to here. We have a ship convention at the black hole. All right, and let's literally just figure out who's got to do stuff. I'm going to throw everyone into a crew here. I have like damn near every card in my deck in play right now. I have 11 cards left in the deck. I have no hand. I have 27 personnel in play. If I can't get this to do something for me, then I'm totally boned. All right, so first off, let's start with, I need Angela Tassoni to go on this mission. And I need Lancer to go on this mission. And then, of course, I need one to copy his security. Oh, and then I need, who else has security? Anybody else got security around here? Who else has got security? Someone's got to have it. Oh, yeah. This guy. And then, of course, Pink. That literally gives me 5 security. So you can't make me lose to that. So now I need a whole bunch of navigation. 1 navigation. Then I need 2 more navigation. That's what Paxums are good for, right?
Uh-huh.
Paxums are good for that. They're also really good for just getting in the way of the random
that astrophysics is solid in any sort of like Voyager sealed event.
Yep.
Especially for that spatial rift.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna need 4 engineers. Well, 1 is gonna copy the engineer off of my boy. So we're gonna send him along, because then that's like getting 2 engineers into the group. So we'll send each of in. So that's 2 engineers. I need 2 more engineers. Neelix, you look good. And I suppose Marika, I think. I mean, if I stop one of these Borg drones, it's just like, I mean, the Borg drones are no good. They're no good go moving away from each other. I mean, so they might as well just stop. So, all right, so let me just double check this. If you stop Neelix, it's 1, 2, 3 engineers and all the security. Yep. Of course, Neelix has navigation, so he literally provides the like 4th navigation as well. Cunning greater than 40. If you stop anybody, let's say you stop Echeb's 8. 7, 14, 20, 28, 35, 53. Yeah, okay. So crew 2 is going to attempt. We're going to randomly stop somebody. Others not in shuffle. Just pull someone to the table.
Okay.
Ah, got Lancer. All right. Okay. Security, copying. Security.
Mm-hmm.
L4 security just for the lulz of it. So we beat that. And then we're going to get navigation mission specialist, navigation for the funds of it, engineer 1, engineer 2, copying engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I've got, let's see here, that's 6, 14, 21, 27, 35, 42, and I got more people yet.
Yep.
Okay, crew 2 will be stopped for my own mission debriefing. Let's see here. Crew 1, I've got so many damn people. They're just split up between them and the Sukansa ship. And we're just going to fly back to Liberation. We'll maneuver around so that Sergei and Helena can just be on a ship by themselves, I guess, with the doctor. And let's see, there's what, 2 dilemmas left? Yeah, there's no reason to do anything besides run all of Crew 1 at Liberation.
Yep.
Funny thing is, though, is I had to throw all my security over at that other mission, so I don't think I have security. So let me rethink that for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, let me rethink that movement entirely. Because if I don't have security at all, then that's pointless. Do I have navigation ×2 remaining? Yeah. I mean, I do. I don't have a ton of it, though. I have enough that if you pull the wrong people out, I can still solve 2 nav bio astro, so 2 nav. I mean, I had to like throw all my Paxums and stuff out of the way too, so that's the other part of the problem. I don't know if I have any astro left. All right, what about assist cooperative? How much computer skill do I got? All right, there's that. And then engineer science. Yeah, that one seems like the best option, actually. That one seems like, yeah. Yeah, two computer skill engineer. Yeah, let's do that. We're just gonna run, we will run the Alara over.
Okay.
And then everyone except for the doctor obviously is gonna beam down. And we're gonna attempt assist cooperative. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So we actually have a chance to solve this mission. All right, so we gotta stop somebody first.
Uh-huh.
Pull them to the table.
All right, so Thaden.
Where is he at? Oh, there he is. All right, so Thaden will stop, and then we got to do what? We're at planet, right?
Yep, we're at planet, so 1 security.
I don't have any security left. There's no point to this. Like, all the security is gone, so no one dies, and then I can't. And then
Well, do you have 6 non-Borg universal personnel?
Well, that I might actually have. Maybe 1.
So having no security is actually kind of a benefit when you come against the Arminian disintegration
3,
protocol.
4. I have. Oh, you stopped the 6th one, I think. You're Sulin, Chakotay. No. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have 5. I have 5 universal Vidians. Whatever. All right. So you pulling the. Well, I mean, you had a good chance because it's like 6 out of 15 is a pretty good chance that you were going to pull one.
Mm-hmm.
And
just now as you were going like no, yes, I had
so Steve Nelson.
No. I had History of the World Part 1. What's her name? Khan, her last name's Khan, and like her first name,
I know who you're thinking of. I can't think of the name. I can picture the face.
I hear her in my head going no, yes.
And I think of when I do that, I think of Prometheus when Charlize Theron's character is about to get crushed by a spaceship. He's like, no. She's She spends the whole movie being like obsessed about her health and everything, and then just gets crushed by a ship at the end of the movie. It's great. All right.
Madeline Kahn. I'm like, it starts with an M.
Yeah, Madeline Kahn. Yes, Madeline Kahn. The Germanic Teutonic. All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
From Blazing Saddles. One of my personal.
Stop except for the lovebirds. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting pull. So, all right. Your go. Oh, and then these moved off.
Okay, so.
I mean, the mission's wide open for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a Kivas. So I can start.
Would you like to go get a mirror image with your cue the referee so I can have some of that action?
All right, so I'm gonna now I have a droid. I don't mind. No, I'm not gonna process droid because I don't have anybody in play. It doesn't make any sense. All right, I will draw one to end my turn.
All right. Gosh. I mean, there's no point in doing this card that I have in my hand because then I can't do it again. And I kind of want to just like do it again if I don't even. I mean, screw it. This is end game scenarios. We're gonna have fun. We're just gonna ISO Magnetic Disintegrator. I'm going to move my deck over temporarily for a split second over to the Tribbles thing. I'm going to send all of my discard pile to my deck. All, none in shuffle. Then all of the Tribbles gets moved to all to top of discard, right? Shuffle your hand into your spell. It had no other hand. Then exchange your discard power for draw 4 cards, discard event. So then it goes to the discard. And then I just draw 4 cards. That's weird. Power, I guess. All right, which of these 3 do I not get?
You need security, so Sorum.
Yeah. Not only that, but if I'm being absolutely honest, this holodeck door is a dead card right now. So, all right. At least I know what I'm doing with my turn now. All right. So it was crew 2 is where everyone else was. Do I have staffing for? Well, I don't want to have staffing for both ships. I want to have one ship be left behind. So we'll have the easier to staff ship be left behind. So crew 2 moves to crew 3 to get on board the Sukansa ship. Sukansa ship flies over. And then again, there's literally no point to trying to dance around this. So we're going to have the 26 people that I have just being down in a Tempest cooperative, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, this is just kind of how it is. All right, so we got to stop somebody first. So let me shuffle up through 1. Pull them to the table.
Okay.
All right, Thaden. Thaden
again.
All right, so now what is it? We got to kill a security, right?
Yeah, kill a security.
Okay, so let me just pull out all the goofball securities here. It's going to include him because he's going to be sharing it off of him. All right, Hank. This lovely gentleman. All right, so this is what we're going to do. we're just gonna go across the board, 1 through 5, re-rolling to 6.
Okay.
Oh, 1. You died. It's a lot of skills, bro. And then, of course, I have 2 security.
Yes. Okay.
That's a lot of skills that just died right there. Why would you set? Oh, okay. So first off, we stop somebody.
Yep, first one.
Let me just go ahead and shuffle it again. Pull them to the table. Okay, Marika.
Yep.
Then we do female's love interest. So her. Of course, you stopped a female. Oh, do not repel. She was way at the beginning hiding. All right. It looks like that's everyone because all these other Sulans are male. So left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marla Gilmore is going to run back to Talaxia for no reason.
She has the physics. She felt like she needed to. Oh, and the transporter skill. She felt like she needed to be there.
Yeah. Well, then I'm going to stop from the garbage scow myself. So. All right, that's it. So that goes on the mission. I don't have staffing, or nor do I care about anything else. So I'm just gonna draw a card and the turn.
So I'm gonna play Norman.
Yay!
Cybernetics. I can free play Stella Mud.
Nice.
I can now process droid.
Okay. So an extra Stella Mud's going away.
And
I'd be very curious to know what the 9 cards are in your hand right now.
it's a lot of not programmed to respond.
Oh, sure.
Which hasn't been needed this particular game.
Yes, right.
But I have, there have been games where it's been like this deck gets hammered by whatever's got archaeology.
Oh, sure.
And there's some significant skill gaps. So there's like I think I've got 5 of them in the deck, plus another one in the tent that's downloaded by Alice.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right. So I'll play Juliana Tainer, and she's stopped because this is her first use as an android.
Yep.
But doesn't really, So, all right. So I don't move all of them. Still have. I know there's Prelors back in the deck because I remember processing one of them, so at least I'll be able to move around if this game continues to go that far. Do I have nope, just one? Yeah. All right, so I'll draw to end, and we go.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay. 7 of 9 for free to the U.S. Equinox, and then we're just going to do the discard function with handshake to draw 7. Because all of the cards that I discarded are literally useless. So, then none of the rest of these cards can be played except for that one, and I just don't want to play it. So. Alrighty. Obviously I have tons of engineer. Lock on a tractor beam with these with the Olara, I guess. Moving the scow, and then beam over to the Equinox and fly the Equinox back. with everyone. So now, for purposes here, like all of crew 1, we'll just say is essentially, well, I'll just move them over. Move all to top of crew 2, I guess.
Okay.
So now, you know, like literally everyone is on the Equinox, I guess. And then of course we'll just beam them all down and we'll just go after that last dilemma.
Okay.
No.
Except for the President of Earth, because he's got to stay on the ship.
Yep.
Which
So
is too bad.
you got, so once again you get lucky that like, oh look at that, your misinterpreted history ends up on the mission where the president can't just beat it. Yep. Okay. Let's see. What is it? Most cunning or most treacherous? Well, most treacherous is going to be pink. I'm going to tell you that right now. Pink and only pink. No one else has 2 treachery, I think. So I'm pretty sure that even like that one weirdo only has 1 treachery. Yeah, he only has 1 treachery. He was like this. He was like the skeeziest guy ever. 1 treachery.
Oh, Lon Suter?
No,
Yeah.
not Lon Suter. Sulan. He literally killed the guy just to cut his face off, just to try to woo a woman. Like literally, if that's not treachery times 2, I don't know what is. But he didn't get it. So that's most cunning, and then that's most treachery. So most cunning, I got to do some looking here. It's probably going to be Hadger, I think, at 9. Nope, 7 of 9, of course.
Yeah, and she's got a computer skill by 2, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she's just gonna die?
Yeah, she's gonna get stopped. Oh, did we stop? We didn't stop anybody for
Oh, we didn't stop anybody. Hold on a second. Okay. So, yeah. I gotta redo this then. So let me just shuffle this up.
Okay.
Yeah, pull somebody.
I don't think it's really gonna matter.
No. Well, that exobiology might matter. But okay. So is it going to be 7 of 9 that you're going to kill?
Yeah, it will be 7 of 9.
Okay, she dies again and again. All right. Exobiology on Paxum. Leadership. Somebody else has got to have leadership, right? Yeah, Hadger.
Oh, all right, cool.
And then as far as the mission is concerned, we're going to go with, we need engineer science. Let's go with Neelix as engineer. Let's go with Motura, his science. And then I need 2 computer skill, which is going to basically be the guy that I'm talking about, the creepiest guy ever. Apparently they felt like giving him a 7 skill, which is too much. Or like, sorry. 6, 7, 8, a 9th skill was too much, I guess. I don't know. All right, score that for the win.
Nice.
And I have a blue drone present in Pachan, so let's make it 40. I scored 174 to the win.
Nice.
That was a really entertaining game, Maggie. I must say that was actually quite entertaining. The Squires rules definitely makes this game pretty entertaining. Like having both played with it and against it now, I kind of feel like Squires rules it's entertaining. It's good, clean first edition fun.
I enjoy it quite a bit. I put together a OS Klingon deck for the Tribal War release, and I used Squire's rules in it, partially because I was really busy at that point in time. I think it was very close to the end of the semester, and I'm like, I do not have the mental, I don't have the mental energy for coming up with dilemma combos for this deck, so I'm just going to put the Squire in and be done with it.
Sure.
Which is a feature that I really, really love. All right, now I'm curious. Can I see what was under?
Yeah, just 1 second though, Maggie. Let's do this kind of in turn right now. I want to see. Okay, so it's going to be lack of prep. So I would have been hit, not having the. So it's a good thing I held up.
Yeah.
And then the MS-13, the M113 creature, that'd have been no big deal, and I would have solved the mission if I'd had a ton of security. And then of course it looks like
since you had no security, that would have, the lack of prep would have cost you another 10.
And then it looks like, oh, faux pas first up over here. 3 personnel diplomacy. or 3 personnel with VIP. Holy criminy. I mean, I don't like have hardly any VIP. 3 diplomacy would have been very interesting to like try to beat. 1, 2. I don't think I would have gotten past it. I don't think I have it.
Yeah, because you can't.
Oh wait, I got.
That's at space. You.
Okay, I have enough personnel that have it because I know that I have like 4 or 5 diplomacy in the deck, of course. Oh yeah, like Rudy Ransom is in the discard pile from the deck, right? That was like, yeah, that was the other one.
So you got the President of Earth, and this was a space mission. So.
Oh sure, yeah, President of Earth would have blown that up, yeah. So I would have been able to. I would have been able to get past that. I would have been able to get past it, and then was literally the last one. The last one I'm looking at. Oh, you don't have a dead end period. Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I feel like Experienced Beige is the better choice in this particular when you play with the Squire's rules.
Yeah, sure, totally. So
Because
then Shuttle Crash Stops a Youth probably would have been. I mean, given everyone I have in play, I'm pretty sure it's gonna. I think I only have. I think the only youth I have in the deck is Icheb. I don't think anybody else has it, period. Right? So it would have stopped Icheb, I think, and then one officer, whatever, stopped someone at random. Then for 2 navigation. And then it would have been 2 navigation. I would have probably been able to beat that because I have so much navigation in play with all the Paxums or whatever. And then Spatial Rift, that's just a crapshoot. Who knows? So very interesting. Okay, yeah. So go ahead, Maggie, if you want to see what else the rest of the nastiness is.
Oh, yep, a beige and another scowl. All right.
Yep.
So I was wrong. The dead end was not there.
No, the dead end's not there. No.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you picked the wrong space mission to go to. This is what happened. And then here's the thing. So the Shellyak is going to work over here.
Yes, the Shellyak will work there.
So this is what I should have done, though. This is what I'm saying. I screwed this up. If I would have recognized that, I would have put the Founder Secret version over here and the Edo Probe version over here, and you would have just been like, well, the Shellяк's not going to blow me up, and I don't want to lose the points. I'll just abandon this mission and let it run past. No big deal. And then behind it, I just hold you up for a couple of turns, right? I just try to hold you up a little bit, right?
Okay.
But if you abandon it, then you have to go, one of us has to solve another mission, whatever. But, at least then the Shellyak would have had a mission to like the correct, like you got to commit more resources version would have been at the correct mission. That's the thing I'm saying, right? Like maybe you do this one, maybe you just abandon it, it runs past. I don't know if you come back to it or not. I don't know that the game actually ends up turning out any different because if this is the mission, if this is the combo habits mission, then you just do that. You just don't solve it right away. You go over to here or something. You probably just, I maybe just blow you up and intercept Dignitary, right? With more people, with the same people, So I don't think my screwing up and the Shellyak ended up not mattering this game, but I still feel very strongly that this is a problem. Like, how can it just not target? It needs to target. You can't risk it running past. I mean, that's just so dumb.
Well, but my argument is still the same there. You can always find a spot on the space line to put it where it's gonna end at that mission.
Yeah.
So it's just something that people that you need to be aware of, and that's fully, and what it does right now is fully consistent within what the self.
No, and I don't disagree with that because now that I've had more time to think about it, I don't disagree with you. I'm saying that the fact that they didn't write the card where it targets and just does that and overrides that, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, why have this card that does something if it could possibly literally do nothing? Like, you took a card, you banned it because it was too strong, but then you brought it back and you nerfed it into oblivion. And then all you've done is open the door for an MPE when a player literally realizes, oh crap, I totally did this wrong. Like, it shouldn't be like I see the dilemma somewhere and oh crap, that's a complete mistake. Like that's not healthy for the game as far as a person playing the game. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, we have an audience, by the way.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, like 2 people who have said hello on the live on the YouTube stream.
Over here in space, I basically was just gonna like make you commit some androids, hit you with a point drain, and then maybe dead ends you behind it. You know, I honestly thought this would be the space mission you do first. When I set these up, I honestly thought that you were gonna do Planet Mud first, then try to run over to police trade route, and then run back over to intercept dignitary or run over to cybernetic relics as your third mission. That was the order I thought you were going to do. So that's why I put it like this, where I'm like, okay, you know, maybe you abandon here and then you run over here, you go into the hole even deeper, you know, and then you got to go somewhere else. And then I start hammering you over here, and I'm just all about delay while I'm busy trying to work my way through your stuff. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I realize now, because I will admit I forgot that because you're all Delta, you needed an extra 40 points. That was not in my mental calculations.
Oh.
And if I thought you were going to win the next turn, because I wasn't thinking about that you were going to make 140 points. So if I had thought about that more carefully, I probably would not have committed my entire crew to this mission attempt. And yeah, I would have just sent a couple of folks over.
Yep. That's where like just not talking about it, it's kind of like, you know, I don't talk about it. I'm not going to say like, oh, I need this 140 points literally until the moment it becomes an issue, because of the fact that, you know, just like if that happens, if my opponent just simply forgets, oh, they need another 100, they need to go to 140, they might do that in that moment, and that plays into it. So, you know, that's just one of those strategy considerations. Like, I'm not going to talk about this thing until it's literally relevant, because I don't want to talk my opponent into doing something that I don't want them to do. You know, I want them to feel pressure. I mean, pressure leads to mistakes. So. Yep.
Here, I'll show you'll get a laugh out of what my last hidden agenda is.
What is it?
I happen to have a seed slot.
So you're like, well, if Kevin brings that black hole nonsense, he's
no, not at all. I did not change this deck at all today. Before I played, the tournament that I played this deck in, I was thinking that there was a non-zero probability of people bringing black hole decks, and I happened. Sure. You know, it was one of those things. It's like I was at 29 cards, and I'm like, all right, do I want a 19? You know, do I want a 19th dilemma?
Yep.
Or can I put something else in? And
something strategic,
yeah, something strategic. And I actually had texted Charlie on it. I'm like, Charlie, I got an extra seed slot. What am I doing with this thing? And he's like, you could put in examine singularity. And I'm like, oh,
right.
That's interesting. So yeah, I never used it. Nobody. I haven't encountered anyone playing a black hole deck.
Well, that's what I played against Neil this morning. So when you watch the video, you can see me play it. So
nice.
So nice. Yeah, that's what I played against Neil this morning. Was a black hole deck, and I gobbled up 3 of his missions. It was quite hilarious.
Oh man, we played last time I was down in Texas for a Texas Chainsaw Masters. I think it was Aberdeen Anarchy, or at least we were doing some weird format where everybody had black holes, and it was everybody had black hole, and it was also Iron Man.
Oh, so anytime somebody got destroyed or discarded, it was like goodbye, Tor.
Yeah, we all had like 15 packs of Premier to start the event with, and a 3-round event. And by the time we got to the end of the tournament, nobody had any cards.
Oh, sure.
like, and it was like, there was just garbage everywhere.
Yeah. And, you know, honestly, it sounds like it's fun, but it also sounds like it's going to just hurt a lot of feelings. Like, you know, either people watching, like, they're like, if they got like one good card in their deck, they're going to watch you get tore up. And like, that's kind of a feel bad. And, you know,
Oh, it was all whiteboarder premiere. We all had a good time, and we're
Sure.
highly lubricated, so it was fine.
Here's my thought. That sort of thing sounds super fun if everyone was just like, okay, drop $30 to print your deck, any cards you want. So you're literally just printouts like we do for all our V cards and stuff. So literally just slips of paper that you put in, you know, and then when it does that, you literally just pull the slip of paper out, tear that up, throw that away, and there's your event. Like, no one's really losing any, you know, nothing is being destroyed that's real, because let's also keep in mind, actual physical cards that Decipher produce are getting rarer and rarer. So even if all you're doing is tearing up like whiteboarder Premier, no one's ever making that again. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely could see that.
So that's my thing. If a person wants to do that again, like Neil, if you want to do Aberdeen Anarchy again, that's what you need to do. You need to just literally be like, well, instead of spending money on actual physical cards for people to tear up when no one's ever making this ever again, right? Just buy decks, cut them, you know, print out decks, cut them out, or just tell anybody who's going to be there, you print off a deck, whatever you want to play, and then that's what we're going to do. Like, anytime a card goes, you know, is destroyed, killed, or discarded or whatever, like, you're just tearing up the little slip of paper and you're setting the card back in the sleeve aside, and that's it. No one's going to feel bad about tearing up a slip of printed paper, right?
I can see that. Totally.
Yeah, so that's just my like shout out to Neil. Then, like, do it that way instead. Like, then it's pure fun. So yeah.
All right, well, Kev, thank you for the excellent game.
Yeah. Making Vadians great again. That's what we did today. We made Vadians great again.
Nice.
Yeah, other than the fact that I tried to make Shellyak great again and screwed it up. So there we go. And when I told Chris that I was gonna play this deck, he's like, "Hey, that's good to know. That's really good to know. We'll get a live fire test of whether or not this works out." Neither one of us thought about the fact that's how the stupid dilemma works. Like, I literally just on a lark was like, and of course, I literally did build this deck on Tuesday this week, or Tuesday or Wednesday this week. So that's it. Like, I built it on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then just did this thing. Didn't think about that, give it a second thought. So, you know, this is why, again, I say to people, like, you can't just build a deck and fishbowl it yourself and then run into a tournament. It's like, you're gonna possibly miss rules and stuff. So that's why it's good to have playtest partners.
Yep.
All right, Maggie, this has been great. Thank you so much for the game. Thank you everyone for watching, both on my recorded version and on the live stream.
Yep. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the good game. This was very, very fun.
Yes, it was.